It's just different.
And welcome back to B.A.R Fitness TV. I'm your host, Dwayne. This is B.A.R Fitness, and excited about you guys joining this episode. So I'd like to first start off, man, to let you know that B.A.R Fitness is a daily podcast. It is also a, I guess, twice a week YouTube video channel. And again, first one to pop in here, Mr. Eddie Richardson on the live. So I have to give him a shout out. And Eddie always supports, man. He comes in right away, man. Big hat tip to Eddie. But this podcast, this YouTube channel was created to document my fitness journey. And like I tell you guys every time, my fitness journey is pretty much surrounded or dealt with E2M as far as where I am now. And in this E2M wonderful program, there are a lot of wonderful people, actually from all over the world. And that's what we're going to talk about today. I have on my brother, none other than Kenrick. How you doing, man?
I'm great, man. It's an honor to be here.
Good deal, man. Listen, you might be like one of the most asked about, guests, because you're this persona of this guy across the water, keeping up with the work with the program and the workouts. Everybody want to hear your story, man. I know I do. So jump right in, man. Talk about your fitness journey.
Wow, how much time do you have?
Hey, take your time, man. I'm good. I'm off the clock. What's going on? Let's get it.
So let me just start off saying that, yeah, living overseas is obviously very different from being in the U.S. You don't have the Targets, the Walmarts, the Publix, things of that nature. So certain produce and things of that nature we might not have, in the UAE.
I have to stop. Do you have asparagus?
Actually, do we have? I don't think so.
Oh, see, you can't even do the program fully. You ain't even meeting your full potential.
You know what? It's very okay. I'll take that back. Yes, I do. We do have asparagus, but it is very limited.
Got it.
It's not like, it's kind of like how some E2M members, they'll post and be like, "Oh, all the members,
Yeah, they already got them.
They already got them. So,
All right. Sorry to interrupt. I had to throw that.
No.
Go ahead, man. Keep going.
So, you have that aspect of it that, you're not going to, everything that's on the list, you may not have access to, and especially during the times that we are currently in, living in a different country, there are different restrictions. So I would say like 2020, we had a real lockdown, like a realistic, like not this, we suggest you don't go outside type thing, but a real, after a certain amount of time, you can't, so, just little things like that you don't have to deal with necessarily here that, in other countries. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all, sure, but it's just one of those factors that kind of goes into it as well, when you're thinking about your fitness journey and things that you have access to. So,
right. Okay. So, I mean, I'm interested, man. How'd you get there? Like, and, have you always been fit? And, and how'd you find E2M?
So have always been fit. So when I was younger, I was very active, basketball, rec league type things. One of the funny things is whenever E2M goes to Freedom Park, that was my park in Charlotte,
nice.
When you enter Freedom Park, there's some basketball courts. So that's kind of where a lot of my fitness was, born right there, Freedom Park, at those basketball courts. So after that, adulting, you kind of get comfortable with things. So no, You know, I kind of, and no offense to any pregnant women or anything of that nature, but, you know, comfortable. And, you know, next thing I know, you know, my stomach was looking like I was in my second trimester. And, you know, and one of the things was that I didn't take photos. I realized that a lot of photos that I have, I didn't look very happy in those photos, and I didn't take a lot of photos. And I knew it was because I wasn't happy with my body because, you know, had a better body and kind of let it go.
Yeah.
And then I would say, so I actually had a trainer. So, you know, it was like, hey, I was doing things around the track, but my eating was trash. You know, I would still do some things to work out, but the eating was just ate fast food, you know, so it was doing nothing for me. So around 2016, got a trainer. I was still in Charlotte then, got a trainer, and it was virtual as well. So except for, you know, the trainer would actually call you, and he would tell you what to do. You know, so he wasn't doing it. He was telling you what to do. And that was good for me. That kind of gave me the discipline. And once moved to the UAE, that kind of went away with time zone differences, things of that nature kind of went away. And it's like, hey, new area, you know, new things to explore, new food. And then all of a sudden it was like,
back
once again. So had a friend that introduced E2M, and it was kind of like, okay, heard about it. And then maybe on a Friday, and then I was being told that I need to sign paperwork and things of this nature to be in. I think it started on that Monday. So yeah, it was kind of like I was told, like, do it now. So that's how I kind of got into E2M. That was, you know, kind of a fluke. I had never heard of it previous to that, and took it from there.
Okay, good deal, man. Good deal. So, I mean, are you there on work? This ain't even fitness. Like, are you there on work? Are you in the service? Like, what, like, yeah, like just one morning, yeah, I'm gonna go to, where are you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like you just woke up and went. Talk about that for a second.
Okay. And thank you for asking about that. So traveled quite a bit, and it was kind of like everywhere. Oh, this is like a nice place to settle down. You know, oh, this looks like a good place to settle down. You know, it was always kind of like that. But went on a group trip in 2016 to Dubai, and it's kind of like, hey, this looks like a nice place. You know, we could live here. It's, you know, and again, said that many times, but you know, it was just kind of like one of those things. You're in the moment, you know.
Yeah.
So made it happen. A couple of 6 months later, you know, start looking for jobs, things of that nature, and jobs came through, and it was a wrap. Leaving Charlotte.
I'm impressed, man. Like, because everybody goes to Dubai and says it's nice, but not too many people actually move out there. You know, that's just
you would be surprised. You know, so a lot of people that have come out, the intention was, oh, I'll be here 2 years, 3 years. For them, time passes, it's 10 years. You know, it's going on 5 for me. So
Wow. Okay. Well, I appreciate you answering that, man. That was, I always wondered. I was like, you know, why is this guy in Dubai? Like, what's going on there, man? So talk about that. So talk about the time difference, how E2M works in a whole nother country, and you kind of talked about how you have to adjust for the foods and things like that. But talk about that a little bit when it comes to just adapting and you know, a program that's in the US versus being in Dubai.
So currently with the time changes, 8 hours ahead right now. Now, when you
Mm-hmm.
guys fall back, because we don't do time change in the UAE, it's just basically because, the program is based there. So
Mm-hmm.
it's 8 hours currently. Fall back, it'll be 9 hours. So I think the way it's set up now, the circuits typically begin around 1:30 p.m., 2:30 p.m.,
Mm-hmm.
somewhere around that
Okay.
time frame. So that basically means work-wise, you're getting up super early to work and get things done before, so you can get home, get your time done, so I can get the circuits knocked out and everything. So, and the
That's
other thing
interesting.
about that is like the weekends were different previously. The weekends there were Friday, Saturday previously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So Friday was considered the holy day
Mm-hmm.
there, and Saturday was the rest of the weekend. So beginning this year, we decided to move the weekends to Saturday and Sunday, so it's more of a standard setting.
I mean, you
So
just move days like that. I don't get that. Like what? I mean, like
listen,
hey, you know
listen,
what, man? We're gonna change it to Sunday, Monday.
yeah,
Whatever.
listen. Things take place very fast out there. It doesn't take a long time to make changes
It's
happen.
amazing. It's
Is if
amazing.
they want something done, it's usually have a week or
So
week and a
what are the
half to
steps?
adjust.
Because I would like work weeks to go Monday through Thursday. What are the steps? Like, how do I get the process started in the US so we can make some changes? Like you guys are doing. We're behind time, man.
That's a whole nother conversation.
I know, man. I'm just messing with you. So, man, let's talk about the adjustment, man, coming into the program. Week one, I always call it, detox week. How did you adjust to detox week? What was going through your mind, your body? Talk about that a little bit.
So this is the part where I get to clown myself
All right.
because you have that mental strength and saying, oh, I'm athlete, I can do this. It's been a while, but oh, this will be easy. First day of the circuits was okay. Like, okay, meal plan. Okay, I can do this, And I came in under the old circuits before they revamped them. So as you know, that Wednesday circuit was like the test. That's
Every
like that
time.
make it or break it type circuit.
Yes, sir.
So when you're doing mountain climbers and shoulder taps and Dwayne, in my head, oh, I'll be able to do this. This is easy.
Right.
I don't think I sweated so much.
Right.
And I'm like, man, am I going to survive this? I'm
Bro.
like, this really has proven to me how out of shape I truly am.
Bro.
So that first week was rough. It
Yes, sir.
was, putting down the burgers and the various foods and things of that nature and switching over. It was rough. That it really took me, I would say, about 2 rounds to really get adjusted to the plan.
Wow. Yeah, that makes sense, man. I remember, my first week in that trash bag suit, slipping around on my elbows, trying to hold a plank.
Yes, yes.
Like just I was just like, what have I got myself into? And at the
Oh
time,
man.
when we had to do the step ups, remember the step ups?
Yes.
Yeah, we used to have to go
Yes.
outside on a bench. We open the door, walk outside, and do it on the bench, man. So I know what you mean about them old circuits, man. These new kids on the block, they don't know nothing
They
about
don't know.
it.
They don't know. Oh my God. I'm like, how are these people doing this?
Yeah.
Like people, I'm like, I'm thinking, is this a joke? Is this really,
Yeah.
But I have to admit that I was not a truster of the process at all.
Talk about it.
So when I started the program again, it was kind of just like, hey, do this. you know.
Mm-hmm.
So didn't know anything, just kind of, ran through the guides, figured out where I needed to be, what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
And, I would say definitely that the trainers are everything you need.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they're saying, take the photos, Jeff, take the photos, everyone else, the OGs before me, take the photos. I'm like, I'm not taking these photos. I was like, I don't like how I look. So I would fast forward. I started January of last year.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward, I came back to the United States July of last year.
Mm-hmm.
And of course I lost over 50 something pounds, because I was about 280.
Gotcha.
I was about 280. Now I'm about 210.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, that first, second, third round, it's like that weight, came off like that.
For sure.
But went shopping because, of course, the clothes I had previously, 2XLs, they're swimming on me now.
Yep.
But again, I wasn't trusting the process, because once I came home to shop, I'm still like, I'm still gonna buy these 2XLs. I'm still,
just in case you balloon on them.
Just in case. And of course, I did that. And obviously, I'm still with the program. I'm on the show. And of course, these things are like, what am I gonna look? I'm like holding these shirts up, like, what am I gonna do with these?
Hey, parachutes, man.
Right. So don't be like me. Don't trust the process. Obviously I'm a believer now, but for a long time I was like, I don't know. And like I said, I kind of had a bad experience with that previous.
Yeah.
So E2M has been great. Obviously, it's a family atmosphere.
I'm getting there. Hold on. Don't get ahead of me. Here it comes. So let's talk about it, man. Because as I get ready to get into this part of it, brother Mr. Suds is already typed in my brother, So let's talk about the atmosphere, man. Finding your tribe and your in the crews, and just finding people that you can connect with, man. Talk about that experience. Wow.
So for the first couple of rounds, I posted, but I really wasn't an everyday type poster, because again, you're new to the group. You're like, I don't know these people, that type of thing. You have that trepidation. So it actually took a while. I would say maybe about 4 or 5 rounds. And then, there were people like you, Eddie, that would be, kind of constantly commenting on my post and things of that nature. And I'm like, okay, these people, pretty genuine and whatnot. And then after a while, it was kind of like people start tagging me in post. And I'm like, who's this person? I've never said a word to this person, but I'm like, well, I must be doing something right. And this person feels like, hey, I did this workout and I'm going to tag Kenrick Allen, in this. So that for me was kind of that turning point, and it just went organically. Yeah. From there, it wasn't anything that, you set out to do. You just have people that just kind of gravitate towards you, and people that you just kind of connect with, and it just goes from there. Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. That's huge, man. Like you said, it's organic. It's not forced. It's not like, you're trying to search out people. I mean, of course, interactions will draw you in and connect to different people. I think I remember Mandy calling your name a lot, That's what got my attention. It was like, Garrett, I see you. So yes, Mandy, shout out to Mandy, because she's the one. She's my MVP, because you are correct. She was the one that really started kind of calling my name. And I remember the first time she did, and I was like, oh my God. She called my name out of all these people, she called my name. So yeah, you are correct. You are correct. Yeah, yes. I remember that. I was like, who is this Kenrick she keep talking about? And then I saw you posting your selfies with like the sand and all that. I was like, and this dude on the other side over there, man. Yes, so, yeah, man, super dope, man. I always
always connected with you from the jump, man. Just being able to connect with a brother that's posting every day, that's getting it in and encouraging one another, man. So definitely big shout out to you, man. People think, they see me all the time, but I'm gaining energy from you guys, man. Seeing everybody else do it gets me excited and make sure that I hold it down as well, man. So as we get ready to slide out of here, man, this has been really fun. I hope I get to see you in a few weeks. I hope. I'm putting this out there in the air on live.
Oh man,
what's the verdict on that yet?
I'm hoping. I'm still working on that. The powers that be, I think, are going to have me at a training that day. But I'm still working on pushing back. But we'll see. The government, my employer, they get final say. So
of course, because I can't pay you to come. I'm just going to tell you. But if you're listening and you're in the Greenville, South Carolina, upstate area, we are hosting a meetup at Wade Hampton High School. It's gonna be really cool. Right now, we're at 170 RSVPs. So it's gonna be really dope. And then also E2Mers that are watching that are in the Virginia area, that exact same day, the coaches are going to be at Virginia Beach that same day. And so we're on two ends of the state, but we E2M, man, we everywhere. So I'm excited about my meetup, excited about the coaches having their meetup at Virginia Beach. So if you're in any of those areas, make sure you guys check it out. And speaking of Mandy, she jumped into the lives saying what's up, Kenrick, and said hello to me. What's up, Mandy? You just missed your big shout out. Kenrick just gave you a big shout out, saying you the real MVP for calling his name during the lives. And that's how everybody figured out him, became a huge fan of the guy in Dubai. That should be the name of this show. The guy in Dubai.
I'm still waiting for the meetup to happen. Just
in
go
Dubai?
Ahead and meet up overseas. Just make it happen. Just have one overseas.
Bruh, listen. If they do it in Dubai, I want to be a part of that one. That has to be like I need to pull my they call me a superstar OG. I need to pull my superstar OG card on that one. I need in.
Yeah. Hey, you got a built-in tour guide,
Right. I need in on that. Meet up in Dubai.
They mentioned the cruise. Just cruise on over to
cruise
Dubai.
On over. There you go.
Let's make that happen.
Let that be one of the stops, man. But no, bro, this was super, super dope, man. Definitely great connecting with you, my friend. And appreciate you, like I said before. And before we get out of here, man, somebody that's listening, that because YouTube podcast is all over the world, they may be in a whole nother country, man. What would be your advice to somebody thinking about joining E2M, no matter where they live currently?
No matter where you are, this program is sustainable. Like I said, I'm in a different country, been with the program over a year. It works. All the members, the proof is in the pudding. As Jeff says, the secret sauce, it's all about engagement, camaraderie is positive. You can come here. There's not going to be any negativity. The people are so supportive. So do it for yourself and come to an environment where you're going to be supported and encouraged to continue in your journey. So that's what I would say about E2M. It can be done anywhere, and you're going to be supported and cared for throughout the program. I don't care how long you've been in the program. You leave, come back, still going to be as warm and caring as ever.
That's so true, bro. So true. Thank you so much, man. For sure. Shout out to the people watching live on Facebook. Shout out to the people watching on YouTube and the podcast channel, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just go to B.A.R Fitness TV or on the podcast, B.A.R Fitness Podcast. Check me out Monday through Friday, releasing content. And man, super excited about what we're doing with this this show, this whole content production thing when it comes to fitness, and bringing you awesome people like my man Cameron here, and and just sharing their story and letting you know that it's never too late to start your fitness journey. And I always end the show the same way. Just remember 1 Timothy 4:8, this physical body, Paul said, yes, taking care of your physical body is good, but we also have to take care of the spiritual as well. And so
yes,
until next time, you guys, God bless, and we are out of here.
It's just different.